time for us to focus on Shelton, presented by our great friends at Our Community Credit Union. Morning, Spencer.
Good morning.
We have two great guests in studio today, Leandra Sharp and Michelle Sutherland. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here, talking all things city here on the air. And Leandra is a payroll and benefits specialist, and Michelle is the administrative services director. And we're kind of talking about employment with the city, with some opportunities for folks here moving forward. First things first, I know the city has overworked its website now, and it's got a whole bunch of new options for you to not only see employment opportunities, but learn a little bit more about this. That is a place where folks are able to apply, or at least get the links to apply online. How's that process work for folks?
The process actually has been working very well. We've gone to governmentjobs.com as our recruitment tool. At this time, a lot of city and government agencies utilize it for applicant tracking. There's really an ease in applying once you set up your profile. If the city has multiple job opportunities, once you've saved your profile, you can go in and apply for any of those jobs, not having to recreate your application every time.
Are we past the time when you'd have your Word document, your resume there, your cover letter, you could upload those, and then you have your resume and it says apply with your resume, but then you still have to fill out an online resume? You remember those kind of things? Oh,
yeah,
my gosh.
definitely.
Do you have to do that twice over or something like that? Is it all pretty standardized now, where the YouGovs or whatever you said, NeoGov website, as I'm looking at it here, it's got all that information ready to go with a click of a button?
It does. Once you set up your profile, you can apply for a job, attach your resume, cover letter, and be done with that in about 5 minutes.
That's pretty nice here. You can see currently Civic Center casual worker, Director of Public Works, and a lateral police officer and entry-level police officer opportunities are there. Has it changed a little bit, the application process? Or what are some of the things that folks need to either have presented on the website or just have ready to go?
Just have ready to go. I always say have a cover letter and your resume ready to go, because generally we do ask that that's uploaded on the website as well. Do a good profile in the governmentjobs.com system. Once you do it once, again, you don't have to do it again. So make sure that's updated and pretty representative of the job duties and previous job duties you've currently had.
Sure.
To give us a good idea. Because once we receive all the applications, we go through what's called a credential review process to make sure the qualifications meet the standards stated on the job description. So,
Leandra, I know when the city was just doing its last budget there, it had penciled in a certain set amount for the homeless services coordinator. Now, that is not that's not necessarily what has been budgeted, is what the salary for that position will be. That's kind of where the benefits and things like that all fill into that. Is that correct, how that works?
That's correct.
What's the city's normal kind of percentage there? Is it 30% so you've got your salary and then it's 30% is kind of the benefits package portion, or is it all dependent?
It depends on the rates throughout the year. The AWC is our current benefits carrier that we utilize, and it's dependent. I think it runs between 20 and 30%.
Okay.
As part of a budgeted amount.
But as any city has to be pretty competitive with the pay and benefits to
I think we're pretty
folks.
competitive,
Yeah.
I would say.
You guys like working for the city?
Yes, I do. I enjoy it.
Good group of folks down there at the Civic Center for sure.
Definitely. And I relocated from Michigan last year and was very excited to have this opportunity here in Shelton. It's just a great community. I think the city and its culture just have really a lot going for it.
Yeah.
We've got staff with a lot of experience. We have new staff. Our city manager has been with us a year. I'll be coming up on a year as well. So really working together to kind of blend that culture.
Yes, I'm approaching 1 year mark as well. So I started as the admin assistant and then moved in, quickly transitioned into the payroll and benefit specialist position. So lots of room for growth. And I would just say that I really enjoy the culture and just the working with the team members at the city. So.
There's been a lot of changes over the last year or two, for sure. This upcoming spring and summer season, it's time to start beautifying the city a little bit. You've got some positions forthcoming that are kind of interim positions, flexible positions, things like that?
Yes, we'll have some seasonal opportunities in the Parks and Recreation Department as well as Public Works. So those will be posted on the website in the month of March. I'm recruiting for those positions. We also have some casual Civic Center worker positions that are in essence on call as needed. We're also looking for volunteers and are willing to do internships. So if we have high school students or college students that are interested in getting a little bit of experience through volunteering or internships, we are definitely open to looking at that as well.
SheltonWA.gov, you can go under, community, and you see employment opportunities there, and that's where you can get through and find out not only the rules for all sorts of different things, meet the HR team as well, and get information on the Police Guild. There's some links on that as well. So it's all available too. You get your website and signed in, and that website, the government jobs one, that gets looked at by a lot of folks.
It does.
All
It's
across the
actually,
state.
across the world,
Yeah.
actually, but nationwide, and that's I think a benefit to the City of Shelton as well. Occasionally, sometimes a set of new eyes, new ideas, recruiting further than the city limits.
Leandra, are you from around here?
I'm from Washington State, but not from around.
Were you familiar with Shelton before you got here?
It was just a pass through.
Yeah.
I would going to Ocean Shores or road trips. It's Shelton. I'll stop at the gas station, get something to drink, and I would say my first time that I really stopped and. It was the Force Festival.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, the museum. I wanted to go through and look at the museum, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is a cute, quaint town. I grew up in a small town in Kansas, so familiar with small town, and decided to move to the area and applied for the admin position, and I'm glad that I did.
Similar town style from where you're from too, Michelle?
Yes, definitely smaller town in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. 365 inches of snow a year,
my gosh.
which I do not miss. Shelton is just lovely.
So a little dusting the other day for 2 hours was nothing.
You're laughing at folks.
Yeah, but
funny.
the community itself and the culture within the city, definitely the city council's goals that they've developed really take the best interests of the city and its services to heart. And that's why all of us are employed by the city to look forward and assist the city council in achieving those goals.
When people start coming in for jobs and interviews and things like that, if they're from out of the area, I know there's some downtime in between interviews and stuff like that. Do people are people surprised at how great Shelton is? They may not have been super familiar with it, but when they get in and they look around, they see the water and the trees and everything, they're just like, oh, this is a nice place.
Definitely.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, it was nice to talk with both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in. Leandra Sharp and Michelle Sutherland here for our Focus on Shelton, presented by our great folks at our Community Credit Union.